Hello, lovers. Welcome back to the Delicious Podcast, where we talk all things personal growth, self development, mindset, and becoming the best version of you. My name is Mrs. Joy Iguchukwu, your host on this show. Please do well to like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on our Facebook page, and also drop a comment below. Today we'll be talking about something that lives quietly in our thoughts, though invisible, but plays a powerful role in shaping our beliefs, actions, and our future. We'll be unpacking 5 most common lies we tell ourselves and how to break free from them. The first on our list is the lie of I'll be happy when I do this or get that. You probably must have said this: I'll be happy when I lose a particular weight, a certain weight. I'll be happy when I get the job. I'll be happy when I get an amount of money in my account. I'll be happy when I meet the right person or get married. The truth? If you can't find happiness in the now, you probably won't find happiness in the later, because happiness is not in the finish line. Happiness is the foundation, and it is in the journey. The scripture says, with joy shall you draw from the wells of your salvation. So how do we break free from this lie? So I wrote down some guidelines to this. Firstly, you have to ask yourself, what am I postponing my joy for? Then flip the script and ask, how can I find joy now? And then you have to create this daily activity of, or this daily habit of, writing the things that brings you peace, pride, and joy today. Then answer these questions: what future goal am I tying my joy to, and how can I enjoy the journey more? So if you can be able to answer these questions and practice this daily habit, I assure you, you will definitely break out from that lie, because it is not about you settling now. It is about living fully while you grow. So start practicing joy, peace, and gratitude now. The second lie on our list is the lie of I'm not good enough or I'm not ready for this. How does this lie show up? It shows up in different ways, like the fear of starting up, the fear of speaking up, the imposter syndrome. But here is what I have to remind you of. You were never meant to be perfect at once. You were meant to grow. The best version of you is not something you just pick up somewhere. It is something you build. You grow into it. So you may not have gotten to where you want to yet, but that doesn't mean that you are not good enough to begin. You are capable, you are worthy, and you are enough. Now, how do you break out from this lie? Firstly, you have to ask yourself this question. The first is, when was the first time I felt not enough? What would I tell that version of me now? Now you have to practice this exercise. The first one is that you have to replace self-criticism with self-compassion. Secondly, you have to practice the use of affirmations. Use affirmations like, I am learning, I am growing, I'm becoming better every day. If you can practice this, then definitely you can break out from those lies. Now, the next lie on our list is the lie of it is too late for me. Now, before I talk more about this lie, I'd like to share a story. This is the life experience of my lecturer. Okay, in the story, or as he told us, he loved to be a medical doctor. He wished for it, he yearned for it, but just like the system of the country, he didn't get it at once. He applied the first time, but he was not given admission into medicine. He was given into a different course, biochemistry. Then he studied the course, but applied the second time. He was still not given medicine. He was still given another course that was close to medicine. He took his time to study that course as well. Now he has spent 8 years in school, but he didn't give up on his dream, not minding his age. He applied the third time, and this time he got it. He got admission into medicine and surgery, and he studied the course he longed for, and he got the dream he wished for. For some persons, they would have counted those years that they didn't get the dream once as too late for them. But this man didn't take it as too late. He didn't count his failure as denial, but he saw it as a stepping stone to get what he wished for. He went further to get another dream. He told us that he had three different dreams. The first one was to get into medicine and surgery to study the course. The second was to become a lecturer. And the third was to be successful in politics. And as I'm talking to you, he was able to achieve these three dreams irrespective of his age. All right, from this story, you realize that the lie is actually a big lie. It is not too late for you. Now, how do you break out from this lie? Firstly, we start by asking ourselves some questions. The first question, or the question you have to ask yourself now, is what would I do if I believed it wasn't too late? Then the exercise on how to break out. Now, I already shared a real life story, so you can still find more real life stories of people who started late and still was able to succeed. The second exercise is that you have to stop comparing your lifetime to anyone else. You are you. And then also, I want you to bear this in mind, and that is the clock does not define your calling. The real question isn't, is it too late for me? You should be asking yourself now, what am I waiting for? Now, the next most common lie we do tell ourselves is the lie of, I don't have time. But the truth remains that we create time for things that matters to us or things that we have value for. So if something matters to you, your health, your career, your goal, your dream, then you have to create time and find a way. That 5 minutes daily can bring a lot of change and bring something meaningful. So how do we break out from this lie? Firstly, we start by asking ourselves some questions. The first one is, what do I say I want but never make time for? The next question you have to ask yourself is, what's one small step I can take today? Then the exercise at which we can break out from this lie is, the first one, you have to track your time honestly for some days. You can give yourself 3 days, 4 days, 5 days and track your time. Then the next exercise is, replace I don't have time with is not a priority, or see how to shift your mindset to achieve your goal. If you can practice this exercise and answer those questions, then you have a way of breaking out from this lie. Now, the last lie we'll be discussing on this episode is the lie of, that's just who I am. Sounds harmless, right? But that could be the reason why you remain stuck. Guess what? Who you are is not fixed. Change is constant. It is only God that can never change. You are allowed to evolve. In fact, you were designed to be. I know that change isn't easy, but it is very possible. You are not your past. You are your potentials. So how do we break out from this lie? Firstly, we start by asking ourselves question. And the question we have to ask ourselves is, where have I changed before? And how did that feel for me? Now, the exercise at which we should practice in order to break out from this lie is, first, we have to shift from identity-based limitations to growth-based thinking. And the second one, instead of saying, that's just who I am, say this instead, I am becoming someone who is trying to accommodate, just fitting your own word. Now let's do a quick recap of all the lies we've mentioned on this episode. Firstly, I'll be happy when I do this or get that. I'm not good enough. It's too late for me. I don't have time. That's just who I am. Which of these lies have you told yourself? And most importantly, what truths are you going to start telling yourself today? Please drop it as a comment below. I'll be looking forward to hear from you. Now, to wrap up for this episode, I would like to read out these encouraging words to you. And that is, you are not broken, you are becoming. These lies don't define you. They just try to distract you. Keep choosing the truth. Keep building your best self. One belief, one choice, one step at a time. Thank you for staying tuned to this moment. Please like and share. Till next time, keep growing, keep building yourself, keep showing up and becoming the best version of you. Bye.